Surrender in order to get your manifestation, your desire, your specific person, your twin flame. Is that what you should do? No. For the last 3.5 years, I have cringed every time I have heard somebody say, just surrender, let go, let the universe do it. Divine timing, it'll happen in divine timing. Okay, first of all, there is no such thing as time. Time doesn't exist. So there is no such thing as divine timing. There is only right condition, and by that I mean the right state. If you're in the right state, you can manifest instantly, because what you're really doing is you're focusing, and your energy becomes aligned, or basically is in a particular reality. You're doing this all the time, moment to moment. However, 99.9% of us on the planet are doing it unconsciously. And by that I mean we're doing it subject to beliefs, thoughts, randomly flying around in our minds. A belief is just a solidified or hardened thought that has become so ingrained that you don't really notice it. Oftentimes we call them subconscious. They're not really inaccessible, we just aren't aware of them unless we train ourselves to become more aware. So where does that leave us with surrender? If you are surrendering, what you're essentially saying to the universe is, hey, I don't really care if I get this. I'm just going to let all these like random programs that are my mother, my grandfather, my father, my mother's story about how all men are bad, my grandmother's story about how she should stay away from men because, you know, they take advantage of her, you know, you name it. We all have our own flavors of them. All these stories are playing in you. And then you've got some of your own because, you know, when you were 5, you know, you saw something or you experienced something, and then you decided that that was the pattern you were going to follow, and unknowingly you kind of manifested it for the rest of your life. So when you quote surrender, end quote, you're essentially giving free rein to that. Now, that's really different from becoming very clear on a desire and having complete clarity and knowing you have it. And then in that knowing, dropping it. But you see, you're not so much dropping it, because when that happens, you have no resistance. You have no contrary thoughts or programs, and it generally manifests right away. So I don't recommend surrendering, and I don't believe in divine timing. The only divine component is you. So if you're checked out, so's God, because guess what? You're it. You're the operant power here. So if you really want something, yes, I use the 4-letter word want, the key to it is to focus on it and think positively about it. Focus on all the positive aspects about it, and keep focusing on it in a productive way. Now, that's the subject of a different video or series of videos, how to do that. But it's different than just giving up or surrendering. They're almost the same, by the way. You know, when you do that, you can employ something called a mental diet, or just a heightened sense of awareness of your thoughts, so that thoughts that are out of alignment with your desire or what you want to manifest, you can in real time, you know, fix and correct. So that is, you know, the difference between surrendering and focusing. Anyway, hope that helps. Take care.